Today, we are going to be talking about business analytics models. What these are, they're not exactly financial models that analyze the financials. They're the models that analyze the current state that the company is in. You can analyze their market, their product, their weakness, their strength. And these models can often be used not only in business reports. If you work for a company, right? If you're the senior manager or if you're someone below that level, you have to turn in business analytics models to give new ideas to the company. And now these models that we're using today are the ones you could use. There are two models we'll be covering today. And the first one is the SWOT analysis, SWOT. These four letters each stand for one word. And yes, it is called the SWOT analysis. So these four letters, S stand for strength, W stand for weaknesses, O stand for opportunities, T stand for threats. And what is this tool or what is this SWOT analysis used for? It is a decision-making tool that can be used to assess the current situation of the company or organization. So the SWOT analysis or the SWOT matrix is based on perceptions. It is not statistics. It is based on perceptions. The wider the sources, the more reliable the data. So where you collect all these strengths, how you evaluate your strengths. So the wider the sources, the more reliable the data. So the SWOT analysis is a data that is based on perceptions. And the stronger the analysis of the SWOT factors it will be. This is the SWOT analysis format we put it in. So these are the strength, weakness, opportunity, and threats. So SWOT, SWOT. And this column is internal to the business. So what the business is already have, nothing to do with the exterior. So, and then the positive and negative factors. This way, external means from the outside. When someone is giving you opportunity, it's someone else giving it to you. You don't already own it. And threat, when someone else is threatening you. But when talking about strength and weakness is what strengths do you have? What weakness do you have? So that's internal versus external. And then obviously these will be positive and these will be negative. So strength also, they are internal to the business and it's a positive factor. Is what the business is good at that may help them. So what the business is already good at. So see Apple, they are already good at making phones. That is their strength. And then for weaknesses, if we look at an internal to the business, we can see that what the business is bad at. So external to the business are opportunities and threats. So for opportunities, it is factors outside the business that may help them. So say, let's do Apple again. The amount of consumers that they have. This also could be a strength too. A lot of it arguable. So they have a large amount of audience, large amount of committed consumers. That's their strength. Opportunities, also celebrities, a need for or something in their niche, of course. So anything that promotes Apple's business, that encourages Apple's business. And also we can consider the factors of production. Say if a new market opens that have a cheaper production, like Zara mentioned, of course, that is a very good external opportunity. Yeah, also like Apple's cooperation with the microphone brand Beats, that's an external opportunity. Apple's cooperation with celebrities, right? I think that will all be categorized as opportunities. Now, what are threats? Yes, so threats defined are factors outside the business that may harm them. Similar companies, Samsung, Android, those are threats. If Samsung's technology beats Apple, that is a threat to the company, right? Okay, so now let's try to identify some strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. Okay, so here are the list of possible strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. Okay, the first one, number one. So a competitor has gone bankrupt. Yes, it's opportunity. And okay, number two, it's strength. Okay, number three, high production cost. Yes, it is a weakness. If the company is buying the product from another company to resell, for example, if I'm doing drop shipping, right? and they have the company I'm buying from have raised their production costs, it could be a threat. So yes, usually it's weakness. It could also be a threat. Okay, so we're on to new competitor. Number 4, new competitor is a threat. Okay, number 5, growth in demand for your product. Yes, it's an opportunity. If a demand grow higher of one product, there is a price mechanism. That's the term for it, when there is a raise in price. Okay, so what is the law of demand, guys? Law of demand. As the price increase, the demand decrease. As the price decrease, the demand increase. The law of supply, as the price increase, the supply increase, and same the opposite. If the demand increase for the product, that means the price gonna raise, right? And if the price going to raise, they're going to create a price incentive for the producers. More producers are going to allocate their resources to produce this product. Next, number 6, poor location.
So I think for me, for my argument, I think it is a weakness because it is where the company is currently located. It is belonging to the company. It is one of their factors of production, land, capital, and entrepreneurship.
I say it's a threat. Okay, guys, think about it. A company, let's say McDonald's. McDonald's have so many locations around the world. If one McDonald's is located in an area that has natural disasters, their poor location, the wildfire or the flood can ruin this specific McDonald's. But this is not the weakness of the entire McDonald's company, right? And also the location, there are natural disasters, there are fire. This is also in the poor location. That is a threat from the external, not the internal. Of course, the decision of making the company, we're gonna put McDonald's on the beach that's going to be covered by the ocean. That is a bad decision that the business made. They have a probably weakness of wrong decision making by the employee, whoever decided. But the poor location itself, I think, is a threat. When we do a SWOT analysis, we are doing it to one business instead of categorizing all the companies in the world. So I think the situation changes accordingly to the size of the business, what the business does, their product, their employees. It can really vary. So let's move on to number 7, increase in income tax.
Yes, so it is an external factor we can already categorize, and everyone pays tax, so of course it's not an opportunity, it is a threat. And so as a cigarette example, if government raises this tax for cigarette production, then it is a threat for your production rate to go down, or for you to raise the prices that goes to consumers, which is a threat because if it's an elastic good, if you raise the price, people won't buy it anymore, or people will buy less of it.
Yes. Okay, so that one is pretty obvious. Okay, number 8, loyal customers. I think it's a strength. Guys, think about it this way, okay? Facebook and Instagram, they're one company. Facebook has a huge user database. They have so many loyal customers that go on Facebook every single day. That is a strength that the company owns. They can use these customers to make more money. When advertisement pay money to Facebook, the advertised people, they know that Facebook is going to show this advertisement to the amount of people that use Facebook. That's the strength Facebook has. Now, talking about Instagram, Instagram is owned by Facebook. Now, this expands further the amount of users that Facebook has, or the Meta company, the Meta platforms, that's what it's called now. And I think maybe new customers, that is opportunity, but I think old customers, loyal customers is still strength.
Yes, so loyal customers can be considered as strength and opportunity, but definitely we're gonna categorize new customers as opportunities, as like part of the argument, right? Okay, so there's 2 models we're talking about today. One is SWOT and the other one will be Ansoff. So how to do it is you basically make a chart, a table of this blue one right here on the left. And you list bullet points below strengths. So for Apple, I'm gonna list they have good technology and they have loyal customers. And for weaknesses, I will just fill out bullet points under it. And then also for opportunity and threats. So after you have, you're gonna do research. So say what are some threats to Apple, and then you're just gonna list it down there. And the more points, the more research you have, the more reliable your table will be.
I'm going to show you guys some real life examples of SWOT analysis. Okay, so let's do Netflix SWOT analysis. Well, once you search, there's so many, right? Okay, so let's go on to this strategy hub.
Followed by England,
Okay, Netflix SWOT analysis 2022, SWOT analysis of Netflix. So first, a summary of the company, overview of Netflix. So what it does. Okay, SWOT analysis. First of all, strength, right? It's right here. Strength in internal strategic factors. That's the definition of strength. And there are exponential growth. In the past, Netflix has become an influential brand for, okay, so they are, their internal strength is their brand, global customer base. See, guys, see, we were just talking about it. Your customer base, your customer data, the amount of emails that you have, right? Okay, and then originality, okay. And then Netflix, they just opened a new subscription plan where you can pay less and then watch ads. Once they released that policy, right after the earning report, I believe it was 2 weeks ago, their stock price went up 30% in one day. Let me see. Okay, what was it? It was, I think it was like near here that it had like raised from all the way from $214 all the way up to like $280. That's a very, very big increase. I think that's right after their earning reports of 2020. What quarter was it? It's a quarter, fourth quarter, yeah, fourth quarter earning report. So yes, we will also, when we start learning about finances, we'll start talking about earning reports. That's another major factor in stock analytics. But before we learn about it, there's a lot of prior knowledge. These are the internal strengths. Okay, and then weaknesses, internal strategic factors. Weaknesses. Limited copyrights. Netflix does not own most of the content. Oh yes. So which means that the company that owns the copyright can take it away from them anytime. Increasing debt. Netflix is in debt? I did not know that. That's what I reported. In debt. Wow, they're 14 billion in debt. Okay. So this is like also a process when you analyze stocks, right? You search at the SWOT analysis, you start looking at them. This is you skim through it. You look at what the company like, okay, what overweights what. So this is like a process of looking at stocks. Okay, let's go a little faster. And then opportunities.
All right, so for these, you can also search them. You can always search them up. So say if you're interested in the company, just search up the company and put in SWOT analysis, and you will see all these internal, external weaknesses and threats. So it is really easy for you to analyze if you want to invest or look into the company.